Hello beauties! In today's video, I will be discussing the idea of knowing when to rest. Before I begin, I just wanted to take a second to welcome you all back to my channel, but if you are new here, my name is Ashley Nicole Arias, and I thank you for stopping on by. Please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below, as well as the bell, so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And without further ado, let's jump right in. The time that we are currently facing is undoubtedly one of the most unique experiences I'm sure any of us has ever gone through. We are now spending the majority of our time in our homes with limited social interactions and public activities, and our once jam-packed busy schedules are practically non-existent. Our lives have drastically shifted from high-intensity productivity to mellow idleness. And I'm sure that you, like me, have been hit with this overwhelming question of what the F do I do now? We are all so used to the normal busyness of our lives that having all of this free time before us is daunting. It's become clear that we are not well versed in the idea of rest and just taking time to bask in life's simple pleasures. And while it may feel uncomfortable to have a clear schedule, I think we can put a positive spin on this unfortunate situation. We could all benefit from the ability of knowing when to rest. Rest is important, and knowing when your body is telling you that you need to rest and listening to it is even more important. In college, and pretty much for as long as I can remember, I was always on the go. I was always rushing from one thing to the next, never taking time to rest and grant myself a job well done. In high school, I remember refusing to eat, drink water, or do anything fun for myself until I had finished all of my homework. It's almost like I became a prisoner to productivity and was physically chained to whatever task I had before me. And while getting my homework done and out of the way may seem like a good thing from the outside, when I look back at these moments now, I realize that I was actually neglecting myself and my needs. In my head, productivity was valued much more than rest. I was always so obsessed with doing things better, faster, and longer, and it eventually became one of those things that I found great pride in because I was able to work harder than anyone else I knew. I would sometimes overwork myself to the point of exhaustion, unable to see the value or benefit of rest. And this eventually translated over into burnout and an enormous discomfort with sitting still or having any free time. In these moments, there was a disconnect between my mind and my body. My body could have been screaming at me to rest, but because I had been so unaware of the messages that she was sending me for so long, I couldn't hear her. It seemed as though I didn't care what my body needed in that moment. All I cared about was completing the task before me, even if I was starved, dehydrated, and straight up exhausted by the end of it. Fast forward to today, where I have virtually nothing on my schedule and I can spend my days how I want them, worry and responsibility free. Well, let's just say I did not handle it very well. No, I did not. No. Emotional breakdown, anybody? Yes. I really did not know what to do with myself when quarantine started. It felt wildly uncomfortable for me to not have anything on my schedule. Like, anything. I could essentially sleep in until 2 p.m. and lie on the couch for the rest of the day if I wanted to. Sounds like paradise, right? For a productivity junkie and a cross things off my to-do list addict, this was absolute torture. Being in quarantine has shown me the important power of rest. I have become more in tune with my body, learned the language that she speaks, and picked up on the cues that she sends me when it's time to rest. It took what felt like an eternity to adjust to the slowness of life. I kept having to have conversations with myself and maintain daily reminders that it's okay to slow down and take pleasure in the simple things. That my life doesn't need to be appointment after appointment, stress after stress, worry after worry. For once in my life, I had nowhere to be, and I could actually take some time for myself to just be present. At some point it hit me that I never had a normal practice of knowing how and when to relax. It was not in my vocabulary. Today I find myself being more peaceful, calm, and serene than I've ever been in my life. I can now see the benefits of resting and don't feel guilty anymore that I'm just taking some time for myself. After all, we spend 7 to 8 hours, in my case it's 10 hours, a day sleeping. Rest is practically required for normal functioning. I've come to accept that I can allow myself to enjoy a few hours of lounging and that it is not not a waste of time. In fact, those few hours of leisure time set me up for a productive rest of my day because I have honored my body by giving it the rest that it so deserves. If you find yourself overworked and stressed out, take a moment for yourself. I know that it may seem like you don't have time and that you have so many things to get to, but really that walk, that movie or TV show, that chapter of the book that you've been meaning to read, that quality time with your family, or that little self-care moment is probably just what you need so that you can reset and dive deep into the tasks that you need to complete with a fresh mind and clear focus. It's okay to rest. It's okay to step away for a moment from that task that you've been banging your head against the wall trying to complete. These periods of rest are so crucial for your body, your mind, and your soul. I think we all feel that guilt sometimes when we're not being productive. But those are just the messages that we've been fed, that productivity equals worth. I'm here to tell you that you don't need to do to be worthy. You can just be who you are here in this moment and be worthy. And you are. You are a beautiful shining light that was put here on this earth for a reason. You are allowed to take time for yourself and spend your time in the ways that you want to. Listen to your body. Trust yourself. Well, that is all that I have for you, lovelies. I hope that you got some value out of this, and if you did, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below, as well as the bell. Also, comment down below and let me know if you have or are currently struggling with knowing when to rest. I would love to continue this conversation and discuss even further with you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I hope to see you next week, but until then, have a beautiful weekend, my loves. And stay sunny. Bye. And now, I'ma go rest. I really hope that you all have a lovely weekend, my loves. Bye for now.